Hello, welcome to the Real Talk. How are you doing? Thank you so much for making time to join us. We are live on RTV and on the official RTV YouTube channel. Please do share the link so that it can attract people to watch the conversation. We do hope that you have been well. We're at Mythos Boutique Hotel in Kiovu. Come around, they have accommodation, they've got a swimming pool, but they also have this restaurant that I love talking about, Atmosphere Restaurant. It's upstairs, they have weekday buffet. This one they serve only during weekdays, and it's only lunch. So if you have a lunch meeting, you can make an arrangement with them and come be hosted over lunch. We are going to discuss leadership. Many of the leaders that we see today started somewhere. And on this show, we haven't talked to somebody who is starting. So you find someone is the president or the CEO of an organization. When you look back at their story, in primary school, they were a prefect. Somewhere in secondary school, they were a head boy. At the university, they were either a guild president or part of the guild. Now, that is where leadership starts. You might have spotted someone in your class who always puts up the hand whenever they ask, what do you want people for? They will show up. And then there are some of us who are used to taking the back bench. Well, not a bad thing. We're all created differently. So we haven't had the chance to speak to somebody who has just started the journey of leadership. And that's why today we're going to have a conversation with a guild president. My name is Jackie Lumbasi. We are meeting our guest in just a bit. Welcome to the program. Our guest is Rodrigue Hahozayezu, who is the guild president of UNILAK University. It is good to see you, Rodrigue.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for honoring our invitation.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad that we're doing this now because we've been talking about it for quite a long while.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I normally start the program with, tell us a little bit about yourself. Maybe let me ask you, what does a typical day look like for a guild president?
So thank you so much also for even inviting me and also even accepting invitations. It was even good to be here. So typical day to me is just like normal day to the other people. I have morning, I have afternoon, I have evening.
Do you have an office? Do you
I do.
Do you have a desk where you say, when I go to school at this time, I will start with this assignment?
Yes, of
So
course.
I need you to break that for me because you're not just anybody. You're a guild president. So describe the day of a guild president. What time do you start your day?
Normally, I live in a place called Bugesera. So it's near when you're crossing the river, the bridge. So wake up in the morning, normally at 6. So, and also I need to go and check what's trending on social media. I take my phone and maybe 7 a.m. I just make it at the bathroom. So at some time, maybe I reach at campus at 8:30 because I take ride to come. And also the thing, sometimes you might even find there's a day of office and day of class, because if you're the guild president, you're also the students, because you need to pass through your classes and also they pass the courses that you do.
That's true.
So what we normally do, there is the day of having the office open to the student, because they are advocacy of the students. So most of it's on Monday, on Wednesday and Friday, because my university is Adventist school. So sometimes you need to close early to go to study Sabbath.
Yes.
Sometimes most of the days, so Monday on Wednesday.
Or Wednesday.
So that's time, but normally we are receiving the request of the students where they want to be the university look like to improve their living condition.
It's okay. You'll tell me. We will get to that because I want to know what you deal with as the guild president. So before we get there, let us go back to where it all started. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Rodrigue? Where were you born and raised? Oh, how many children are you? What childhood memories can you share with us?
Yeah, thank you. I was born in Eastern Province, place called Ngoma District. So I've been raised by my mom because my father died when I was young at 1 year. So when I was young, I never even get a chance to know my father. So my mother was the only one.
At 1 year old, you're young.
Yeah. So at that time, I just, because sometimes life wasn't even being easy to mom, because was even the person who was finding the life that the children could have a good life, you know.
How many children were you?
So I'm the third one. We are 3. So the first one is my big brother, the second is sister, and I'm the last one. So, but I look the serious than them. I like serious than them.
You're
And,
the serious
I'm
one.
the serious one. But they like
That is odd for a last born
but they like
child.
to tell me that I'm the funniest among them.
Okay.
But the thing is, once when I was in primary school, I just no. Basically, I didn't even get the leadership skills when I was in kindergarten, in nursery school, in primary school. But sometimes because I was too stubborn. Some people was giving me leadership was still some like putting yourself in the risk, you know, because I was so stubborn, and I didn't know that stubborn will even be something will be big because my students.
You didn't think it would be good later on in your life.
Yeah, because that was the first things that people saw me like is a weakness to me, and they didn't even know that was like being a very thing which is a big deal to me that can. Well, sometimes
Give me an example, Rodrigue, before you move on. When you say you're stubborn, give us an example of the stubborn things you did. If you can give us one at least.
so the thing that I like to do sometimes like they know that the kid always there in the compound, and the mom tells her that I'm going somewhere and then I'll find you here.
Yes, make sure you stay at home.
Stay at home. Sometimes I even took a long kilometer away from home to go, then come back. I was like, seems like those things are being stubborn, but also the things are broken, the glasses, look everything.
Were you also fighting your
Yeah, I used to beat my fellow
children?
neighbor.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, but the thing was like when you are young, you have something that you interact in everything. Just you never know where you're coming from. So where you are being to, where you are going to be
And
in
where
the
it will
future.
lead you.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
yes.
So most things was, I was good.
Okay.
I was young guy, and I was even a good person. But at the end, I was too stubborn. You know?
But in a good way. And then your studies, did you have any difficulties going to school, going to university, or was it smooth all the way? Did your mom afford to do this comfortably?
Yes, I realized that thing wasn't even easy, but like the parents or any person who have been raised by a single mom or a widow, so that like wasn't even look easy. But you as a kid doesn't even expose everything to you.
She never showed you people
No,
what she was going
anything. No,
through.
no. Sometimes even I saw it like recently, like when you are repeating about the history, so that you are doing this, they have to pay me back. No, when even telling the story. So, but me, I knew that time that I was even think was easy. I was getting school fees, but sometimes that you buy the uniform. And also after getting the uniform, there is missing something to close to her. So after missing things to get dressed, you normally know that there's things, the reason why he was missing something to dress wasn't
She
because
made sacrifices.
yeah, that sacrifice. So that thing say that at that time I would know that everything was even available, but the honestly thing was not even, it was available, but into hazards, into hard times.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. All right, then tell us about how you ended up at the university. So when it came to selecting the university, deciding what course you wanted to pursue, if you can share that with us.
So I joined university. By the way, I graduated in Agahozo Shalom Youth Village in Ramagana. Then recently I saw that you invite our CEO.
Yes, I did.
The big one. So I even like him. So I saw that I ended in the high school in 2022, and I joined the university after in 2023 September. So the thing is that after joining the university, like in level 1, the first year, you don't even realize something to do in university. You're always blind. You also ended the course and then go home, nothing to do. But when you're reaching second year, you start like, okay, I have to do something. I need to
become serious.
Yeah, you need to go and then have the clubs to rule or to lead, or you need to go and being a class representative, something that you can even build your university. I mean your career. So that's how it's built. But I meet one person when I was in level 1, like first year towards the end. There was a selection, or there was an election of students want to be in the guild council.
During your first year?
Towards the end of the first year.
Towards the end of the first year.
So they told me, like, can you even apply? Because you apply and then you deliver the interview. So after looking how you're capable or how your capacity, your building capacity is, I said, okay, you go with the competing the election. So when I was competing election, sometimes you promise the miracles, the audience, to the voters, the people want to vote you. But sometimes most of my thing, I even like 60%, almost 70%, I did to what I promised.
So you were promising just for the sake of promising.
Yeah.
Because that's what politicians do. But you have found yourself delivering on those promises up to 60%.
Yes. Yeah. So it's not like the how to me works, because I don't even believe that process of politicians. Sometimes I was looking on social media. There was one funny story that one leader from the West Africa was campaigning, and they built they construct a road for 10 meters, and then they close, and after voting they continue up to the millions, thousands, kilometers.
Yes.
So, but the thing was that after voting, we never completing the work.
No, it never comes back.
So the thing is, I didn't even make big things, because most things I was even focusing on things is tangible. So,
Wait, and let's just hold on there. I got lost a bit. Is this when you are campaigning to be guild president or just a member? Oh, this is when you're
guild president.
And that came when in your first year as well.
No, first year towards when you go to change for the second year.
How long is the period? How long is your term?
Almost like 1 year. So the thing is, the funniest thing is that the position that I'm on now wasn't the position I was applying for. So like there was people missing to be on the position, and saying that I was applying for the being a head of the class representative, and they said no, this shouldn't be your position. It should even.
You deserve a bigger position.
So you need a big position, because how you're wide in your mind, or how big thinking capacity, how you're like.
People had seen these
confidence in me,
attributes in you. Yeah.
So that's things that wasn't looking me into that, And after I went, okay, let me apply, and then I applied, and when I was delivering my speech on election day, people vote me with the percentage of 80%, Wow. When all my people was competing with, they got 20, 40, things like that, but I got a very high vote. So the thing is that that's really showed me that I hadn't even know that there's what we call Johari window, The Johari window, there's a thing that you're unaware, and things that you're aware, but people knows you, the things that you are not unaware, and people knows on you. So that thing I was unaware, that people knows about something that I can be capable with, but me, I didn't know that since when I was young. So that thing I start to navigate something which is strong in me, and now I start to go hard. That's now I'm completing my whole year for the term. Very soon I'm going to have another one.
They're going to have another election.
But the things that people know, they have to do another term. But the thing is that once you make it too long, then people
they'll get tired.
Yeah.
I want to take you back. When you talk about people seeing the confidence in you. So having been raised by a single mom whose husband passed away when you're young, and then you're also a very stubborn child, and I imagine you're just going to rural schools. It's not like you're exposed to international schools and their way of teaching. Where did that confidence come from? And not just the confidence, because sometimes we could even know what we want to communicate, but then we are shy, we are shy, and you're shy because you're thinking of your background. You're asking yourself, will people pay attention to what I say? You belittle yourself. There are times when society belittles us and undermines us, but there are times when we do it to ourselves. So when in your life did you say, I was meant for big things? It does not matter where I'm coming from, but where I am going, I will have to do big things. I will be seen, I will be known, I will be doing things of impact.
So even the thing I told you, I didn't tell you that my mom, I like to tell her the story that when I was sharing in the living room, the stories, that I like to make the people, that my sibling to be shy, that I'm the only one kid that my mom invested in me a lot and knew. Because I'm the only one kid, like my own other sibling, they only went to the public schools, no? I was even pursuing the whole schools in private school.
You went to private schools?
I went to private school, but other my siblings
went to public schools.
I was like asking my mom, maybe was navigating something in me than others, because I don't know how even these things I've made it. Of course, I can even believe that you can be made to be having
You
a
can be
student,
made.
because we have ALU, African Leadership University.
Yes.
You can go there and study that leadership.
Leadership, that's
because
true.
Apart from this course, there is an extracurricular activity that you can go and study leadership.
And there are different institutions offering leadership courses.
For the short courses,
Yes,
leadership
short courses, yes.
But mostly leadership are born.
Yeah, leaders are born.
If you're made, you'll be second hand.
I want to ask you a question about university students of today. A frustration that I hear among employers, it's a frustration that I hear among a lot of people. The quality of graduates coming from university in 2025 is different compared to those of 2020 and the ones of 2000.
So,
A lot of people feel like the quality coming out of university today is below par. People are leaving university, they cannot write a letter. People are leaving university, they cannot introduce themselves. When you ask them, you tell me about you and what you do, they're not able to do that. People are leaving university sometimes when they don't even know what to become in the future. And when they end up in the job market, the people that give them jobs are also struggling. And I'm not saying it's all of them. I'm not generalizing, but it could be a sample. There's a sample that we have looked at. I saw a tweet today. Let me read it for you, and then you can respond to that question. This guy said, he's a friend of mine called Dennis, that I've had the privilege of working with, hiring, and mentoring several young people born around the early 2000s. And one pattern I keep noticing is a concerning one, a growing resistance to work, not grind, not grow. They just want vibes. You see, they just want vibes. And then he gave an example of a guy that he hired. This guy was brilliant, full of energy, came in for the interview. He said, I'm a fast learner, I am passionate, I'm self-driven, said all the right things. Every box ticked. Then when he started work, he showed up early on the first day. Second day, he didn't come early. And the first day, he, of course, took a selfie, then said new beginnings. Day 2, the guy came 1 hour late. Day 3, he didn't come for work. And he said he wasn't feeling very well. So this guy ended up saying, the truth is, the young people of today will graduate from university. They want success, but on their own terms, with no alarm clocks, no supervision, and no effort. Not because they lack talent, creativity, or ambition, but many seem to want results without the process. They want titles without effort and respect without consistency. Truth is, discipline will always beat talent. Hey, that question has gone on and on.
So
my question to you, this was a tweet. So my question to you is, and you might not be that kind of student, but you interact with students. What is going on at the university that we should know? For us who are outside here, that we should be aware of. And I have had the privilege of hosting students. You're the first guild president that I am hosting on the show, but I've hosted 2 guys from RICA who have gone out of their way to become really great people. One of them is currently studying. He got a scholarship in the US. So I know there are lots of good people, but there are also some that are just at the university to survive and get the paper. What is your observation?
So in my observation, like, I don't want to make it an excuse, but normally the people who are graduated back in 2000s, like in 25 years ago, there was let me say it was a resources, and was even, now we can say that there is a pure education, the same like before, but even the way the condition was studying in, it's not favorized, like it's not the same that were back in 2000. No, we have a good condition than yours, than our mother or grandfather.
That's
studied
true.
in. Yeah, of
Yes.
course. Good condition.
The environment favors you.
Yeah, the environment.
Everything.
There is no excuse they can
no
even leave
excuse.
behind. So the thing is that now the quality of the graduates you are releasing from the university. Recently, even though I was reading the tweet, but recently I was hearing the students who are graduating from the University of Rwanda. It's a big number of the students,
Yes.
a big number of the graduates.
Somebody said 9,800?
Among that,
or was that like the total number of?
Approximately 9,000. So the thing was like, are we really know that are we going to get a job on the job market? But the truth is, me, in my own opinion, I don't even think we can focus on submitting the CVs, the cover letters to the boss, just to the employee, to employer, just to get a job. Because sometimes even say that we're lucky that we have good governance that's even favoring the youth. Even we have many competition that's what called Imbuto Foundation, they're giving to the ladies all things to be needed to get into, all things to be required. They have another called the Obuhanzi Art Fest. I don't remember the thing was about
Ubuhanzi at
yeah,
Rwanda Ubuhanzi. It's also under Imbuto.
Yeah, under Imbuto. And there's a different, like even in agriculture. So you might even find the students who have been even like graduating in maybe sociology or agriculture or computer science, the things that you're going to submit on the reta or the CV to a certain company just to give that job. But the thing is that we never lose the job, that's why we're losing the ideas. Because I truly believe that idea can even generate something big. Because if you can even see the people who have been successful in their careers, you see that people have been already started on the idea. So I believe that once you have an idea, I can come on you, say I need 1M. I can go to maybe to my uncle, to my everyone, like say, no, I need this
I'm collecting resources to invest in this idea.
There is one of my fellow who graduated last year from my university. He studied law also, but the thing is, he reared almost like 2,000 hens. Like he has like rearing the hen now.
Rearing hens.
Yeah, hens. Yeah. So now I'm almost like 2,000, 3,000 hens in one.
And he graduated from law school.
From law school, but now he's generating the money from the egg and also the meat, the chicken. When you
He's a poultry farmer.
Yeah, poultry farmer. So once you look about what he studied, we're not even forcing ourselves to go to apply what we studied outside. Yes, it's good once you do that, but also once you get the opportunity, because sometimes I can meet with a person who in carpentry, but also I study law, but I'm designer. I can go that, because once you do work, it maybe can link you to the what you study for. When you go for the poetry, for poultry farming, like what was I say? So maybe I can meet with someone, maybe I can be a legal advisor of my poultry farming, or I can be a certain things that is linking with. So everything I believe is linking by the thing that you learn, but where have you reached so far?
Yes.
That's a question we should even ask ourselves.
Yes.
So
do you see your fellow students starting these things early? Because, during our time, we'd go to school, and if you're studying for that white-collar job, you just stick with it up to the end. But the advantage you have today, as you said, the environment favors you. You can start making money when you're at the university. You can build that idea, start working on it when you're at the university. Do you see your counterparts? Are you guys doing that today?
Yes.
That you're not waiting to graduate?
Of course.
Okay.
So like back to when I was starting my term, once I was reaching on the middle, there was an let me call it an advert, or it was a campaign of a Bank of Kigali. Was reaching on all universities in Kigali. So they come and then build a tent in the compound of my university, say that you want to open an account in the Bank of Kigali, we give a loan for 500,000 Rwandan francs, and you can generate your idea without collateral security, without that things being captured, maybe a house or anything. So without having that mortgage,
And the bank was going through the universities.
And the interest was low. So if we get that opportunity, I don't see that we have an excuse. There was one person who said that being born from like a poor family, or it's not an excuse, it's not your fault. But being a or being a
dying poor is your fault.
It's your fault, because sometimes like honestly, when you look about what's the opportunities this country is giving to the young people, when you're looking about everything that's taking place in this country, look that we don't even have an excuse. But people say that even in lockdown, back in 2021, 2022, there have been people who has not even exposed themselves on social media platforms. But now they are great content creators we have currently, because they find themselves
2020, 2021.
Yes, they say in the living room, what can I do? You have to expose yourself on social media.
Yeah, you could use social media.
Telling them how to wear masks, how to use sanitizer, how to put a distance from your fellow neighbor, how to stay lock yourself into the house, no go anywhere, because you can contaminate from the virus, So all that things started to do in their houses during lockdown, So now they are great content creator I have now today. So now they are generating profit from that career they are doing now.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that they don't have something they study in university.
They did study
They did
something,
study
but they
something
have
in
found
university.
some
Yes,
passion elsewhere that is
of
paying
course.
them.
So the thing is that we don't have an excuse that can have ourselves to us to have an that's an excuse to ourselves. No, we don't have anything. But what I can say that but people who studied back in 1990s, what they maybe I can say that they was sharp-minded. No, they have a sharp mind. They have nothing to.
And you guys are also sharp.
We
Our
are,
struggle, we
we are
just had
also
to work
sharp,
hard
but sometimes
back
you see
then.
there is a social media.
you
Sometimes
get
you have,
distracted.
sometimes you are on laptop typing something in Microsoft
Then
Word.
you hear
You see
your
the notification of WhatsApp,
TikTok.
and then you go for no. So this thing is not easy, but
Yeah.
that's not an excuse.
That's not an excuse.
That's
Yeah.
not an excuse. But the people who want also we are losing a mentorship programs. So sometimes most of the people who are studying back in 90s, 2000s, they had a mentorship.
I thought you guys have mentorship now.
We also have mentorship, but
more than us back then.
We have mentorship, but we take it for granted.
Maybe you take it for granted. That's
but
it.
also
yeah, so
that
that's
people can coach you in your career. Because sometimes I have my uncle who was doing what I studied in university. I just go to him and then discuss with different articles. But that person can even help me. I even got some people who are abroad. Sometimes they have a Zoom conference, Google Meet. We just to discuss something which is maybe controversial, something which is good, or something which is maybe what's taking place. Because sometimes
so that you can just learn, gain knowledge.
Gain knowledge. So we are losing to have that opportunity of mentorship. It's not because we don't have mentors. It's because we are just want to get something maybe different from that.
Yeah, and
you want to
get rich quick. You don't want mentors because mentors will tell you it takes time.
The mentors tell it takes time.
They'll tell you it takes time, and yet you don't have the patience. Let's take a short break, Rodrigue. Our guest is Rodrigue. He's a guild president at UNILAK, and it's a pleasure to have him here. I said we normally bring leaders on the show, but now today we have gone to the source. Where does it all start? And we do hope that you're loving the conversation. We are at Mythos Boutique Hotel in Kiyovu. Welcome back to The Real Talk, and we are running live on RTV and on our YouTube channel. Please do share the links that we have others joining the conversation. Our guest today is Rodrigue. Rodrigue, I've seen you travel quite a bit. Do you travel as a guild president or as a university student? Do you travel because you have taken advantage of the programs that other students are not taking advantage of? Because you've just talked about mentorship. Mentors exist, but you're not taking advantage of them. Several programs exist that could develop you in different ways, but you're not taking advantage of it. But I see you traveling and engaging in different things. In what capacity do you travel?
So sometimes I even go with a guild president, and sometimes I can even go because there's an invitation that is taking place in that summit, and maybe
so you travel to attend summits and conferences?
Attend summits or conferences, but also as a guild president, but also as a personal business, people invite you, and then you have to find yourself to reach in that place.
Okay.
And also the invitation that comes to my university, the university needs to sponsor that travel.
Oh, the university sponsors that.
So there's a personal travel, also the university travel for representing their brand.
Oh, okay.
But also the thing, it works both. But mostly in this year, it was because of the university.
Okay. When you look at your leadership role today, is it stirring in you ambitions to get into the governance of Rwanda someday? Do you feel like it's preparing you for something big, or will this end when your term ends?
No, because there is one. I don't know if it's a proverb, but the things that say that once a soldier, always commando.
Always a soldier.
Once a soldier, always commando means that once you step in that leadership, once you be that things, people will also call you president, or president. So you don't even have where I can pick, put it aside and then continue with my studies or go to proceed with my master's, PhD. But the thing is that once I step in it last year, I even have a lot of passion in it.
Okay.
So there is a long journey that even continue to have it even after my term. But the thing I will never even resist on it. But I will continue to have it, to have a passion in it, and also have a lot of dreams to achieve.
Okay.
Yeah.
when you look at how, the governance of the country, the political class, the policies that govern what we do, how we do our business, do you have any input? Are you happy with things as they are, or do you see any areas that need improvement?
Yes, absolutely yes, because there is no each not everything perfect 100%. But so far we are, even our His Excellency like to say that we are not even reaching on high stairs, like on the highest, on the top. It's like a place where we can even see that everything is made. No, so now we need even if I don't even go there, maybe I can even go there. Even the country needs our arms, our hands of our work. Like we can even go and contribute our contributions, and also go and even support. Because I don't think the people who are serving this country or liberating is still serving. The people who come and impress. So those people always here, we're the future Rwandans. So I don't say that if the people are like in governance now in politics, they will continue to have it. They will grow. They will be old. They grow, and also going to be able to repress them. So we have a lot of package to do, and so far the thing as you questioned me that, yeah, it's so far it's good. There's no gap. Sometimes even the gap, they have a personal goal that make it straight. Our president is very good, serious one, and. But the thing, we can't lose any contribution now. We can't find anything which is not needing us. But so far so good.
Yeah.
The people are making good, and I'm lucky that our president's looking in our youth, people, young generation. That's like, and so far we have a minister, state minister in mini sports that is serving in the cabinet. So why not
very young man.
A very young man? So now there is a lot of contribution that needed to the young people. So that's not. And that's a huge number of the young people I'm also included. So
your university is faith-based.
Yeah.
What is your university doing to prepare you to step into those shoes and into those leadership roles? Do you have any specific programs like leadership sessions, public speaking?
Yes.
Are they helping build these skills in you? Because there's you going to university to study, graduate, and that's it. But then there's a university that goes out of its way to make sure that when the university students, when they graduate, they will leave with that degree, but they'll also go with some soft skills that are needed in the job market.
Yes, they do, because there is a course that we take you all over the whole faculties. They're called ethics.
Ethics.
There is also the courses of normal courses that people take it as ethics, and just to learn you about the ethics of good leader, the ethics that you can even follow in normal life. Because sometimes you might even find that people graduating in university, but there's no ethics, there's no behavior. All the things in university need to shape you. That's once, because our motto is like knowledge and wisdom. So we get a knowledge from the
wisdom.
classes and wisdom from the God. So as a university, they provide that the lesson called ethics. You take it for 3 or 2 weeks, studying it, and also you do exam. Once you fail, you go back and then study it, because you need to have that ethics, that values, that behaviors. So that's the contribution that university have. And also there is different things that we take in the university as a package that will take you as a fresh graduate, which is varied on the market. Because sometimes you might even find the university don't have anything, everything is goes into the curriculum, but there's no extra courses that you can even shape the student minds, made to be this, because we're all from the different corners. So that ethics course, they help us to understand normal life, because my university have a lot of international students, most of the 36 countries. So once we believe that that ethics can even help us in terms of behaviors, in terms of understanding, because sometimes you can even find a student from Liberia, student from Gabon, Ivory Coast, so having the different norms they believe in.
You learn
but
from
once
each
you
other.
really comes and study the ethics, that you can even be exposed to the normal in our campus. Everyone has to have these certain characters, obey this, do this, maybe even know that the norms of the culture of Rwandans, you need to follow this, and you need to not do this because you don't supposed to do things because they force you, but through that course, you know it. Yeah.
Okay. When you look back at your life, what would you say is the best stage of your life? What has been the best stage of your life? Is it your time as a guild president, is it a time that you attended a certain course? Is it a certain conference that you went to? What would you say has been the best time, the best stage of your life?
The best stage of life, I can say that each stage, when I reached on each and every stage, I celebrate it because.
So every different stage that you reach, you
Yeah,
celebrate.
I celebrate because I normally not like sometimes like people reach on the stage where maybe like now since now I'm a guild president, I can even say that okay, now I'm a guild president, but I need to celebrate. Now I'm graduating high school, I need to celebrate. I passed national exam, I need to celebrate. But sometimes one of the biggest.
Is there one thing that you have celebrated more than the other?
So the thing that I've been they celebrated more than another was like my graduation from high school. So because I was like even tired to studying because I had more years to study when I was in primary school because I was sick. Sometimes you need to go and repeat the year. So I would say that's big motivation. I vow once I graduate the high school, the both class, I think that will be making the miracle, no? So now that stage I celebrate it, but also being a great president because it's shape you to be on another stage. You meet with different people in the different conferences, workshops. You know, you also need to celebrate that.
You celebrate
it
and learn from the people that you meet.
Yeah, of course.
What are some of the challenges that you have encountered in your time as guild president and in your interaction with students? How do you what cases do they present to your office? What are the challenges that they're dealing with that they bring to you?
So the challenges and also the problems a lot because we are working as advocates of the students. We are not only the guild president, but most of the thing, the challenges that you need to it's also having people from the almost like 38, 36 approximately that country. It's also even challenging because some people even come to you and things ought to be made automatically or to be make it like automatically, but there is also the procedure. You need to go to the vice chancellor's office, you need to go to the deputy vice chancellor's office, you need to go to the dean of the students just to advocate. You also have your power has a limitation, understand? So the people
you're not all powerful.
Yeah. So sometimes you might even receive a personal from maybe Ivory Coast or from Haiti. No?
Yes.
So like you want this thing to be having the direct effect, you know. Right now, I want to be made because we need this to be happen. No. Sometimes okay, let's maybe take like maybe 1 week, we see the results. No, I don't want this. So sometimes you need to calm them down.
Okay.
Yeah, you tell them how things works, you know, and they even go there and then look. Okay, now we have to go and.
Do you have something that you can point at and say this is their biggest problem? Like when there's this particular case that has come from majority of the students, so, whether they are foreign students or Rwandan students.
So the most thing that I'd like to be challenged to my fellow students is like you know, to my university you can't even enter in the exam room when you're not even fully paid for that. Maybe basing on the installment I use, maybe have
like when you've not paid for that semester.
For that semester,
when you've not cleared your full fees.
Depends on the installment that you have.
Okay.
So once you have the monthly installment, because it's like to happen to people who have the students have the installment of the month. Sometimes the month ends on 30th.
When and they haven't.
Yes. No, it's not a problem of having it. It's like never check on MIS if you still have, because once you don't even pay, we put you in red color, or once you pay, you put you in a green color. So once you find that you're in the red, once you're on in the front door
of the exam room,
so you can't even enter.
They'll send you back.
And sometimes you might even think that you are missing only 100 coin of Rwandan francs. No, the people are standing, the invigilators, when they say, to me, go to the university, 100 coins counts. Sometimes you need to go back and then find that 100 coin, and then pay it, Because
that is too strict.
They're strict because sometimes once you put some favor or putting some
because you can go, do you have room to go and explain your situation to the administration?
Yes.
You can go to them.
But the problem
before the system puts you in red, you can go present your case.
You present your case, but also it's things that I told you before for taking things for granted, because we have MIS that the way that you can even check that you are healthy or you got meal. The way that different, you can check your MIS. If it's
And
in red
students
color,
don't do that.
so when the students don't do that, sometimes you have an exam, and when you're in front of the room of the exam, you check it and they will find it you're in red color. Sometimes you can't miss the university. You can't like blame the university, because the university, what they do, they bring system. So once maybe the problem is not the money, because once there's what you call study work. You study and then you get partial of this the scholarship. So if you're not even having the advocacy or don't want to present your issue about maybe your school fees, they take you as a student who are capable to pay the school fees
Fully.
because
They will forget there's a partial scholarship.
Yes. They provide to some students who are willing, who are even seems that they are capable, because they cannot even afford to give to the whole students. But the thing is, once that student don't even take it seriously, we can even people remind you, because we should put the favor to the all students. No. Yeah. If I'm missing 200, 500 or 1K, tomorrow they will even allow me to enter. But all that being strict
is to make sure students learn.
Yeah, but now they capture that culture. Now they are now having the mindset of that. Now the issue now all solved. People coming when they are in red color and a green color. So now the things now changed on my time. But you can't miss like a certain things that happen.
Do you have sessions with them? Do you regularly meet the students?
We meet with the
as
students.
a whole, and then you talk to them?
Yes, because in the university, it's very hard to meet with each and every student.
Yeah, there might not be all of them.
So there is what you call the General Assembly. So General Assembly is including the head of clubs, the students representative, what you like to call them the CPs or CPNs. So those people will meet with them, and then they clarify their problem that are not even yet solved, or we can go and solve it. So, because if you are my class leader, you can even tell me what's the issue that I'm meeting with. But in general, as a student leaders, we just solve the issues, which is general. So you can even present it in front of the General Assembly, and then you can look on it, and then maybe you can present to the dean of students or deputy vice chancellor office or vice chancellor office to himself, and see if he can solve it. Solve it. So the things now so far. Now we can't even host the whole student, because there are almost 8,000 students in university. Most of them are evening program, day program. So even there are people who are coming just only studying, and after studying you go back home.
Yes.
University,
they don't engage in any other thing.
University, there's a lot of people pregnant.
I did an online course. I never set foot on the university campus.
University it's a lot of diversity.
It's not, especially now it's completely changed.
The people coming with having the problem of sickness, people military studying there, police officers, people are pregnant.
Yes.
Sometimes you can't even take them to maybe a certain place and then have the meeting.
There'll be somebody's grandmother as well.
Of course. But they are having their representatives to present their issues, to advocate for themselves. So they put it into the councils. Yes. So after the council, they put it on the other high level of that advocacy, and also we do the advocating to them. But also that's how it works.
I have two questions for you as we end the conversation. What do you want to be your legacy as a guild president, the 26th guild president of UNILAK?
You read my profile.
Yes, I did. I read your profile on LinkedIn. And then what advice do you have for the young people that are watching us? And this program is watched by people in Rwanda, people out of Rwanda. So you'll be speaking to an African student somewhere or a young person. Your advice does not even have to be for a university student. It could be someone out of the university, but someone young. So what advice would you have for them? Those are two questions. What will be your legacy? And also, as we conclude, what's the advice that you have for the young people that are currently watching? So
the things that I even did, they will never forget that I represent my university abroad, because it's my first. The university never tell you that you're going abroad because you have this invitation. No. I find myself to brand my university in my own way. So we go
you've tried your best to market the university.
So I was even working on the people who are in West Africa universities, that you can have the exchange program to my fellow students.
That's good.
So now, so far, the thing.
And this you have done on your own.
On my own. So
not a university initiative. It's you as the guild president.
Yeah, as my own initiative. So the thing is not your work yet 100%, but the thing is that
it's there.
Maybe it can even work to the other people's time. But now the thing is that
at least you've started the idea.
Somebody
else could continue it, but it started with you.
Yeah. Okay. But I will be happy to see my fellow students study maybe IT, study law. They study from here, go to take a 6 month of exchange program in West Africa. So that thing will be happy. So the thing is that maybe there could be the legacy that I never have any president that presented us or bring us the opportunity from abroad to our university.
No, that's powerful. Yes.
So that thing that I told you before, that's a linking. You know? That's also, for instance, that opportunity for people go to have an extra curricular or having the exchange program to the other university. So it's things that are being made to the other universities. We even have that as a university, but overseas, in Spain. But also we have to organize as a University of Africa, just to have that exchange of the students.
With those universities.
Because most of the universities go outside. They have the exchange program maybe outside of Africa. But now we still have to initiate the thing which is having the exchange program within the continent.
Okay. I will still get back to you on the question of advice. What would be your advice to the young people that are watching?
No, it's only one word. Please. They work. Wake up and then work. Because sometimes
wake up and work hard. You better add, you should add the word hard, because if you tell them to work, they'll just work, but easily. So how much work do you want them to do?
More than hard. Because sometimes it's even become like the violence to me. Every time that they wake up in the morning, I visit social media. That's not a bad thing, but exploiting yourself there or putting a lot of effort to scroll up, scroll down, having that
when you're not doing anything useful.
We are almost we lost minds into those platforms. Yes, if you have something that you go there, you're just as a creator or as a person who are maybe posting for a business, lets people to advert your everything. That's good, but I don't think that you can even spend your time on social media 24/7 doing nothing.
People should limit themselves.
That first thing they should even do. And secondly, as an advice, seek the mentorship.
Seek mentorship.
Because mentorship helps, and it helped me since when I was in high school.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, after mentorship, play.
Pray.
God will give away.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming through. Yes. Our guest today, Rodrigue, is the guild president of UNILAK. It has been a pleasure to have him on the show. We do hope that you have picked something from this conversation. My name is Jackie Lumbasi. We want to say a big thank you to Mythos Boutique Hotel for hosting us. And whenever you find time, please check on them. We also want to say thank you so much to you who takes time to follow this program and even share feedback with us and share the show link with others. Thank you so much and God bless you. We'll see you next week.